Hi, I'm Christy Burcham, Vice President of Education and Training for BERNINA of America. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the BERNINA 540 today. I'm here at Meissner Sewing, and I'm so excited to share this machine with you. Now, if you don't know much about BERNINA, we are a family-owned company based in Switzerland, and we have been around since 1893 and are now in our 4th generation of family ownership. So I love being part of the BERNINA family, and I hope you will too. Let's take a look at this BERNINA 540 and some of its special features. As you can see, there's a full color touchscreen right on the front of the machine, and it's really easy to change between your stitches. You can just quickly switch from stitch to stitch. One thing that I love about the BERNINA is what we call total stitch control. And what that means is every single stitch on this machine, you can change the length, the width, the tension, the needle position. Anything you want to do to any stitch, you have the complete freedom to do so. And it's really simple because we have these multifunction knobs right on the front of the machine. So if I choose a decorative stitch, for example, and I want to make that decorative stitch narrower, it's just a simple turn of the knob to get it exactly the way I want it. So simple. Now, this machine, if you're looking at some of the different BERNINAs available on MeissnerSewing.com, you may have looked at the 485. That is a 5.5mm machine. And this machine is what we call a 9mm machine. And what that means is this machine will do a 9mm wide stitch, whereas the 485 will do a 5.5mm wide stitch. So if you like those decorative stitches and you want to be able to do them a little bit wider, that's something that you can do with the 540. So let's make this stitch back to a full 9mm so you can really see the impact of that stitch width. The other thing that you can do with these stitches is you have total control to change the mirror image it horizontally or vertically. You can set a number of repeats. So if I want to sew it 2 times or 3 times, I can set that up all in the machine. And it's a really simple step. Now there's 2 different ways to sew with this machine. There is the BERNINA foot control that comes with this machine. And what makes the BERNINA foot control so special is it has the heel kick functionality. And what that does is it allows you to go from a needle up position to a needle down position. So it takes a half stitch basically, and it's a really simple just kick back of your heel. So I love that BERNINA foot control. But you also can stitch with the start stop button right on the machine. So we will just stitch a few of these little triangles here. And the machine's going to stop automatically when it has done 3 of them. Now there is an automatic thread cutter, which everybody loves, so we'll do that automatic thread cutter. And then you can see how wide that 9mm stitch is. This is one of the widest stitches that you can get on a domestic sewing machine, is this 9mm wide stitch. So it does a great job with different kinds of decorative stitches. There are about 200 decorative stitches built into the machine, all different types. They're organized into little folders so you can find them really easily. And then there's also stitching alphabets if you want to stitch your name. There's a really simple way to program in your name. The BERNINA, of course, makes a beautiful buttonhole, and there are a number of different buttonholes to choose from. And then there are some quilting stitches that are specific for those of you who are quilters. So this is a great machine if you are really any kind of sewist, because you have every kind of stitch you can imagine. You also have the ability to save stitches. So if you have a stitch that you've set up a certain way and you really like that stitch, you can save it here to the personal memory. So a lot of great functionality with this machine. This machine also has what we call adaptive thread tension, and that means the machine automatically adjusts its tension based on the type of stitch that you've selected. And it even has a help built in to show you what we call the creative consultant. And what you can do with this creative consultant is you can even select your fabric type. You can select the type of stitch that you're doing, and it will automatically adjust the tension for that fabric type, adjust the stitch length, whatever needs to be adjusted for that fabric type. So there's no guesswork there. The machine knows it all for you. You don't have to try to remember all the different settings. It's all programmed in right there for you. Now this machine, one other difference Between the 485 and the 540 is the size. So this machine is 8.5 inches from the needle to the frame, whereas the 485 is 7 inches. So this one gives you another whole 1.5 inches of space from the needle to the frame. And if you're a quilter or you do a lot of bags or things like that where you have bigger, bulkier projects, that extra space can be really helpful. One thing that we can't forget to talk about on the Bernina is the jumbo bobbin. And with that jumbo bobbin, it's just a simple pop out and really easy to change. And you can see how big that bobbin is. It actually will hold about 70% more thread than a regular bobbin will hold. And just to give you an idea, that's basically a small spool's worth of thread, about 200 meters or so will fit on the bobbin. So it's really incredible. Berninas are really known for their durability and their versatility, and this machine can really sew through just about anything because of its DC motor. So what I'm gonna do here, this is a pretty stiff denim, as you can see. We're gonna start out by sewing 2 layers of that denim. So we'll sew a little bit. And then I'm gonna use that heel kick to drop the needle, and we will fold this over, and we're gonna go straight from 2 to 4 layers. And you can see the 540 handles it just fine at 4 layers of that heavy denim, but let's really push it and fold it in half so we have 8 layers. And basically, what I like to say is if you can get it under the foot, you can probably sew it. So we've got the 8 layers of denim there, and we're gonna sew right through that. Even the needle threader works in that heavy fabric. And you can see that it stitches through that just fine without any problems. That DC motor gives you the penetration power to really get through anything. So this machine is really simple and easy to use, durable. It's going to last you a long time, and it's got the quality that you come to expect from a Bernina. So if you want to learn more about this machine, or if you're interested in purchasing, you can find it on meissnersewing.com. Thanks and have a great day.